I'm going to talk about mutations that can occur during replication or protein synthesis. There's two types, and the first one is called point mutation. And basically, what happens here is one letter in the code is incorrect. And this may have a minimal effect, not always, but in some cases it can. So, for example, if the code is ACG, then you might end up with a AGC, and I'll type it here for you so you could see it. ACG, the corresponding bases might be AGC, and as you know, the mistake would be right here. So, in frame shift, a letter of the code is extra or missing, and this can be a little bit more dangerous because remember that everything is read in threes, so if the codons are incorrect, the entire code can be incorrect. So let's say if you're looking at this as codons, the cat ate the hat, if we shift the whole thing or take away the E in this case, then you've got all these words that are not making sense, and basically what that means is no protein production will occur. So another type of mutation is called nondisjunction, and this one is basically involving the chromosomes, and during meiosis, chromosomes have to separate. Well, sometimes they don't separate correctly, as we talked about during that chapter, and then you can end up either with a missing chromosome and an extra chromosome, and a perfect example of that is what they call trisomy 21 or Down syndrome. And in most cases, the child will have some abnormality and a defect. I want you to take into consideration that not all genetic mutations are bad. I mean, obviously some are harmful, they can cause abnormalities, they can cause death and disability, but having variety of genes or mutations in genes can help in the evolutionary process, and we're going to be talking about that next chapter. Here are some pictures. What I was talking about before in terms of trisomy 21 or Down syndrome. Here is a mutation that obviously is not something, that's good. These would be a bad mutation, and so would this. But here's a helpful one. By having variety of color, maybe, the environment is primarily green, so obviously this bird will evolve and survive better than these that are going to be more subject to prey.